Thank you so much. Peace and greetings to all of you. This is the weekly reading for the week of June 14 to the 20th, 2015. If you heard in the last recording or the one before that, I said 2005, so that was really funny. I think I was deep in the zone channeling when I said that, so excuse me. The other thing that's very important that I forgot to mention on the last videos was that when you're listening to the pick a card reading or the weekly readings, it's set up so you can skip ahead if you'd like to. So if you go in the description area, you can choose the card that you intuitively have chosen off the screen after you listen to the beginning intro and after you listen to the angel guidance card first. Then you can just click ahead to the card that you want to listen to, or of course do listen to all of them if you like. And if one card doesn't suit you or go with what's going on with you right now, or it doesn't really give you the message that resonates with you, then do choose a second card. That's what my guide said, and it seems to be working. So beyond that, keep listening, and I'm going to go ahead and get into the angel card for this week. Before I say that, do sign up for my newsletter on my website, naturallyhighlife.com, and also subscribe, share, and like. And thank you so much for listening. I do really appreciate you for all of your support. Now for the angel card reading for the week. Think about the card that you want. Think about the card that you want. Pick the card that you want in your mind. Hold it there. Focus intently. Which card are you going to choose? Think about it as I do the angel card. The angel card for this week is in the position of answer. The card showing up in this position is Archangel Hanael's Hope card. The messages are coming through very strong and very clear. I'm hearing that you've got to hold on. You've got to hang on to your dreams, to what you want to do. There's no use in trying to fight with it any longer. You are what you are. You want what you want. It is not wrong to desire a dream. Your vision is yours. It's yours to carry and to bear. Stop trying to fight it. Don't hide from yourself. Personal development is really serving you well. Keep at that. It's not corny. It's not something that is a waste of time. Be yourself. Trust that everything is okay, that everything is going to be working for you. It is. You're a delight, and you're growing better each and every day. Trust yourself. Be strong is the message coming through from this card. The bird in the picture on this card says that your thoughts are what are bringing you what it is that you want or don't want. If you really want to transform, if you really want to take things to the next level, now is the time to purify your mode of thinking. Yes, you already understand this. Those of you who are listening to this have been doing self-growth for quite a long time. They say you're a veteran at it, that you know what to do. Now it's all about shining brightly and doing it. The power is there in you. If you put your hand on your stomach, on your belly, underneath your navel, the area there, they're saying that that area can use some energizing. To place your hand there and to breathe and feel your breath going in and out and just be in the moment. To use your energy, your divine presence, just being there, being in the moment. You feel your body warming up as you do that. This is your sacral or sacral chakra as we know it. It is the second chakra from the first chakra being the base chakra, the third chakra being the solar plexus chakra. They're saying that your heart has been heavy at times, and this is normal. It's all right. Some of you have had a pet that has some illness going on right now. There is a pet who is on the fence, and you're feeling like this pet may be on the fence of waking and dying. You could be right. Now is the time to give yourself the self-care that you deserve, that you need. You must master taking care of you. It is important to be true to your dreams. In this card, it's also talking about how rooted do you feel in your current environment as far as your career and business is concerned. Some of you listening to this are self-employed. It's been rough. You feel the money coming in. You feel it, you see it, you know you're supposed to have it. But you don't charge enough for your services. You don't feel that you're worth getting your just due. You're being reminded that you wouldn't have the gifts you have if you were not supposed to use them. Channel your highest capacity. Channel your higher self. Step out of being just you. If you aren't feeling the confidence that you need to do what needs to be done, you have the power to do what you need to do. It's right there. Trust yourself. You really are your own guide. Truly, the angels say, laugh. Laugh at all of it right now. All of it that's going on, to laugh at it. Because it's not real. All things coming sometimes are just not real. Sometimes it's based on the story that we're telling ourselves, that we perceive about ourselves, about other people. Some things must go, and you all will understand what that is as we go through each day of the week. This week, after Mercury retrograde, some things have been reviewed, and it's clear that some things are here to stay, some things must go. What are those things? You should have a list, they say. 3 to 4 to 6 main things stay, while 2 of those things on the list you may have a strong sense must go. Some of you have too much on your plate. It is hard to let go. But you'll do well with it, they say. You have 1 foot in the door and 1 foot on the other side of it. You're trying to hold on. But before you can get to the next plateau, career-wise, you know, a decision must be made. Your children are reminding you that there's something that you're called to do. They're reminding you too. They're telling you. Someone made you a gift, a child or someone made you a gift, something that was pink or something like that, and they brought this beautiful picture home or something that they made, some type of creative thing, and it reminded you of what you wanted to do. Some of you listening to this are artists and you're creatives and you're holding back. You know who you are. The angels say that you're a star to shine brightly on your path, on your journey. Know that nothing can really stop you. Obstacles come, but those obstacles are opportunities to change your situation. Who cares what anybody thinks about it? People may hate, they may not like it, they may not understand it. Doesn't have anything to do with you. They say command respect. Command it. Pull up your power and demand respect by standing in your truth. That is your angel card reading for the week. Archangel Haniel says, peace, love, light, and blessings to you. And thank you so much for being receptive to this message. So, there's one more thing on the angel card. Archangel Haniel wants a message to be read from you from the book. So, I'm reading from the book. Archangel Haniel is the sacred warrior. And Archangel Haniel's card for hope says this: when we feel deeply and are affected by the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to, we may despair until the dove of peace enters our lives and once more lifts us to hope. If this is a moment of such challenge, reach out, and the angels will carry you to this virtue by allowing you to observe a beautiful scene in nature, another soul filled with joy or success, or a child whose innocence lifts your spirits. Within this form, you will see a manifestation of the oracle, like a dove allowing your spirit to fly in peace. Please repeat 3 times these words. Hope is the elixir of the divine. Hope is the elixir of the divine. Hope is the elixir of the divine. This time, we're done with this card and we'll go to the very first pick a card in the 5 cards. The very first card of the 5 cards and pick a card. This week is in the position of partner. And it's the card called the World. In this position, it has to do with your partner or potential partner. This could be business or romantic. And this has to do with the type of influence that they have on you or that you have on them. Again, this could be a business or personal type of relationship. So this is I'm hearing that some of you really want love in a great way. Despair comes over you when you think about your success with relationships. A feeling of overwhelmment overcomes you sometimes. You just don't know what to do. You want the storybook romance. You want to have that love that is just perfect. It says that no matter what you've been doing, you've thought of almost everything, but it just doesn't seem to be working, and you don't know what to do. You've even placed the person on such a pedestal, and you found that often you're blamed for all that you've done and do. You don't know, you don't understand why this is so. And in business, it's showing that there has been some confusion around paperwork and facts and figures, and plans have not been put together correctly, and they've gone perhaps awry. There could also be an issue with a person just being worried that the other partner may not do things the right way, and maybe they haven't shown an example positively of being able to get things done and of being someone to finish things and follow through on things, is what I'm hearing very strongly, that there's someone there that isn't good at following through. Some of you need to get a partner in business to help you because you have so much to do. You just will not be able to do it all by yourself in one day. They're saying that anything's possible. You can do it by yourself, but it may take you longer. You're being asked at work to extend yourself more than you want to, and the pay hasn't really gone up. What is it going to take? They're saying that a conversation with someone is going to prove very successful, that you had needed to wait until Mercury retrograde on the 11th was over with. Blockages have definitely been there, challenges have been there, and there have been some decisions, some answers that you were looking to receive as far as outcomes, and they've been in limbo. And it seems like there was a person who was holding like the key to breaking through and getting through to something else, and having success in it. There's someone that stands in the way of that, it seems. And they're saying that this person can be gotten around. You don't have to go through them per se. You may have to basically go through the person, go around them to get to what you want. There has been someone who's been throwing their weight around and their power around, but they're saying that it's not even important. It's really minor. In romantic love, there's a closeness there, but it's a bit funny feeling and kind of weird. They're saying that do not worry about it. It's more of a planetary thing. And to be objective about it. To be aware and be present with yourself and know that you can't control what other people are doing. They're saying that this is just a time period that is going to pass. To keep a positive mindset. And to go to the event that you've been invited to. Everything is going to turn out all right. It'll be well. Be sure to get your rest. You will need to have your mindset operating in tip-top fashion in order to do the networking. It's saying some networking that you need to do. That your sleep, your rest is very key, important. Money is heavily on your mind this particular week and this month. You can get what you want. It's time to have the talk that needs to be had. No more holding back, no more waiting. Diplomacy is key here, they're saying. You want to ride this positive wave that is coming through. Even though this card is the World card in the reverse position, which I didn't say, the person is still in a very positive position here. They've gone through all of the cards of the major arcana. And they've gone through it. They've gone through all the trials and tribulations. And they've attained success. So when I see this card, it's saying that a person has gone through so many challenges, they've gone through so many triumphs, and yet they don't see why and how they're successful right now. But in particular, they don't see how they're successful with their partner, which is why it shows that this is only a planetary influence that may be slightly malefic or not feeling good. It's saying that you will feel it because this is a major card. It may seem like it's time to break up too. Some of you really are contemplating that. And for some of you, if there's been some physical abuse stuff and things like that in place, and verbal abuse, and just, you know what a dysfunctional relationship is, they're saying, then you have it in your responsibility to plan your exit strategy, they're saying. Strategically plan your way to success, whatever that has to do with as far as this partner, challenge, or obstacle in this situation. They're saying that it's not undefeatable. It is something that you can have success in, but you just got to have a game plan. The world is yours. The message this week is the world is yours. Mind your thoughts and listen to your guide. Listen to that inner knowing. There's another message coming through, but I know it's coming from another card, so I'm going to go to the next card. The other thing this is talking about too is some sexual relations between people. Be mindful of who you're sleeping with. They're saying protection is necessary for some of you who don't really have the commitment with the person. Because words can just really be words. They're saying listen to your intuition because you know if this is you. Protect yourself because some people do not just sleep with one person. Sometimes they sleep with many people and they use no protection, they're saying. Mind your health. You've gone through so much and now you have to see it. And people are going to come together on your behalf more than ever to offer your support. Just let them know that you can use their help when they come to you. Just be receptive to it. You hold the power in your hands. You'll feel it this week. It's a powerful week. Next card. All right, card 2 is in the second position, of course, and it is in the position of crowning influences. And the card in this position is the Page of Rods, which is the Page of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. Now, in this position, this has to do with what's helping or hindering the overall week, is what I'd say. And this card, typically, this type of position, this card would usually be over the entire deck, but think of it as being an overall theme in the week. They're saying that the project that you're so focused on getting done is really overtaking you. It's overwhelming you, and maybe you might just have to put it down for a little while and not be obsessed about it. They're saying that we know you love what you do and you're passionate about it, but don't get so tied up in that and not have any pleasure and enjoyment for yourself. They're saying that the practice that you've been taking yourself through, that you've been experiencing as of late, that it's really working. You're really mastering your craft. But you may feel that you have not done enough. Because why? They're saying your expectations are super high. And that's not a bad thing, but you gotta see what has been growing already for you based on the seeds that you have already planted. They're saying that you want to go out of town, you want to get that job, you want to go on this trip, you want to go away and get into the water, and they're saying go on a cruise, go across waters. That's what I'm seeing, and go far away from your home. You're tired of being in the general vicinity. And you're like, why do I have to deal with this? Why do I have to do this? Basic stuff. I really want more for myself than this. They're saying that this will come. It will come to you. Keep doing the same thing, though, the same way you've been doing it, and you're going to keep getting the same thing if you don't feel good about it. During Mercury retrograde, there were some things, some strategies that came to mind, some different ways of doing things that came up that can help you to really move forward faster in a greater way. Reflect on what those things were. And if you need to look up when that was, then look it up online. But it did end on the 11th, and it was about for 3 weeks. So yeah, I did, it was some of last month it started. That's right. So they're saying that you have something of great value and of power to offer to others. Just being discouraged, you don't need to feel discouraged. But if you do, it's normal. It happens to the best of anyone. And that's when you know that exercise, that deep breathing, that meditation, that listening to positive, inspirational messages, and building and socializing with people who are learning the way that you are and are who are excited about the things that you're excited about. People that you can be inspired by too. But they're saying not to get caught up in what other people are doing and be envious of them, but to appreciate what you have. Appreciate the hard work that you've been doing. They're saying they don't mean to preach. They know you know. But when you get down this week, if it does happen to you, if you're one of those people who has a little slight depression and you're wondering if what you're doing is working, if what you're working on is really going somewhere, and if it's going to really take you to the next level to get the amount of money that you want, that take this as that message of encouragement to continue over the bridge of defeat. If you feel defeated, you can't lose. It takes, what do they say about, anything? When someone tells you no, they say it. And that doesn't mean no. You can go back again and again, and different times give you different results and different outcomes. So no, K-N-O-W, know that no, spelled N-O, it doesn't mean no. It doesn't. Sometimes you're just being tested. Sometimes you're just being tested. What will you choose? Card number 3. If you chose card number 3, then the card that is in this position, and the position first is what you can't change. The card in this position is the 4 of Cups, and it's reversed. Now this position has to do with a circumstance or the way that you're thinking about things, and what should or shouldn't change to achieve your desired outcome. During the week, when you wake up, you may look over and see what you're working on, the goals that you've had, and it may feel like you haven't gotten far enough with them, or you haven't done enough, that you haven't gotten far enough with them, or that you have not done as much as you could have. You may beat yourself up this week. You may feel low energy, and you may feel unconnected. This is the perfect time to listen to these words in this message, because it says that if you've been handed everything, and you don't see the good things that are in your life, that you've got to do something different. Now with this card coming up in this position, where it's reversed, I am also hearing that there are many people who were in a place where they were handed everything. They had everything there, past, present, and future, that abundance is there, and they noticed it, they saw it, and they also accepted and learned that they have unlimited resources, and that there is always the universe there in their favor, and it has to do with what they think they can have. They're saying that this week is going to be no different. That you have to, that you should, that it would be great if you would share some of what you have. They're saying that it's not about what you can't change, but you feel that you can't change being in a position where you have so much and people are coming to you asking you for handouts and help. They're saying that you helping people is beneficial, but that you must be balanced about the way that you give. You can give in other ways, they're saying. But if you hold on to negative mindset, then that's the type of people that you'll be surrounded with. They're saying that a lover doesn't mean to be as harsh as they are. This person has health problems. Yeah, that's really random, but that's what they're saying. They're saying that some of you need to go out on some dates. You need to go out on some dates, but it's also saying that often you're finding people that you've dated to be irresistible, and you're placing too much importance in these people and even placing them over yourself. They're saying that you are the joy. Notice your own gift and to be happy about who you are. You will not find happiness by just getting with someone. The lesson here for some of you, especially the healers listening to this, and you know who you are, is that you are you're dynamic. You have what you need. You're whole now. You get with another to enjoy life. You're complete by yourself. You don't need another to make you complete. People say it, but they're saying it's not necessary. When you have the divine within and all do, you're complete now. You get into a relationship, you date someone, it's for the enjoyment. To enjoy. And sometimes more comes from it. More plans, more expansion. More seeds are planted. More is grown from that. Sometimes more doesn't spring from it. It is just to be enjoyed now. Because really now is all there is. But if there is tomorrow, then it is good to have a game plan together. But many do have. And they're saying this especially to a woman and a man placing too much of their admiration on someone else, and they leave nothing for themselves. In fact, what they do and what happens is you see yourself through the other person. You literally forget that you're there and you see life through the other person's eyes. It is the power of a healer, the power of the psychic, the power of the intuitive, the power of almost anyone can take their life, and you're watching television, for instance, and you see yourself achieving what someone else is achieving, which can be a very positive thing when you look at it in that light, that you can too have what that person has. for yourself with doing the work. But when it comes to the other person and the partnerships, they're saying to don't leave yourself out. Do not place the other person on a pedestal, because eventually they may fall off of it, and then you're going to be confused as to why this happened. And they're also saying for some of you to not allow the other to put you on a pedestal either, but to remind this person on your path to fulfillment, to remind the other person that they are honored too. They are just as important. No one is higher nor lower than the other. There's plenty spotlight for everyone. And neediness is going to bring more of that. Confidence is what is attractive to most people. But remember this, and this is the last part for this card they're saying, is that wherever you meet someone, however your energy feels, however you feel about yourself and your life at that moment, when you meet someone, that you will meet someone who will come in to complete and to, that's not the word, to complete, but they'll come in to confirm where you are, because that's the vibration. No matter whether they say it or not, that's where they'll be as well. So, if things aren't working out now for you in a relationship, it could be because the two of you got on your chariot, your love ride together at a time when you were not at your best, your highest, or you weren't feeling that good about yourself. You could have been at a low point. And now as you go into your high points and you're feeling good about yourself, the other person may not understand and know how to relate to you. So, the next card, the fourth card in the fourth position, is in the resolution position. And it happens to be a reverse card. And that card is the King of Rods, which is the King of Wands in the Major Arcana cards. So, when I look at this card immediately, I see a fire sign male. And it could be a fire sign woman if she has a lot of yang energy. And this person has a lot of get up and go. They get things done fast. They can be very serious, but they do like to have a good time. In the reverse position, though, it's saying that being powerful is important to getting things done and moving at the pace that you want. It's also saying that there is a tendency to deal with some unscrupulous people. That your guidance that you feel that you're picking up about someone who could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries could be true. This could also be this person's rising or moon sign. Very strongly, though, is showing that this person has a very dynamic energy about themselves and their personality, and they can be very controlling. Some of you people listening to this, some of you wonderful people listening to this are dealing with the problem that is needing to be resolved with this person and how to deal with them. You're having to stand your ground and hold your position. This person may get loud. I literally felt air blowing on my face, really harsh. Rough air, very choppy, from this person saying what was on their mind. I'm hearing this person is angry about some things in their life, especially that have to do with work. really they have not a thing to do with you. The person seems to be jealous too. In this position, I'm picking up the person is jealous, and they're jealous of other people's successes. They could be jealous of your success. But it's the only way that they seem to know how to deal with things. They are out of balance. They do need some understanding, but they are also feeling that people are not committed to them. They feel like people are not loyal to them also. This person, though, they seem to have loyalty issues themselves. I'm hearing they can't really, some of these people, and this is not for everybody, and I say all of these words about any of these cards, that they're telling me to say that really fast. Sometimes this person that is in this reading that's coming up here, they can't be trusted. They are a lot of talk, and they are no action. Lying and conniving. And they're saying that you're contemplating on how to deal with this and what to do about it. They're saying you know what to do. They're saying the word stress is a choice come up. They're saying to evaluate things, to look at your options. It's right in your face what you can do about it. This person may change, but they're saying that they really are set in their ways. If this person is coming up in an adverse way as a negative person in your life, I'm hearing that it could be somebody's father also. That's very controlling, mean, and can be very disrespectful. And he feels like he wants the best for you, but he comes off kind of wrong, and it's because he hasn't been living his life the way he needs to live it. This person could be very stressed out about financial security, and they could be definitely projecting that on you. They're saying that they have work to do within themselves. Some of you are not going to stay around to deal with this reality any longer, because there's nowhere for you to hide when you're dealing with this sort of person. They're just coming through like a freight train, and they just are disruptive. And but they're saying there is a possibility, even in the pain, there's possibility to still be successful and triumphant in it. I know we say a lot of positive things, a lot, because no matter what, there is an exit strategy, and there is a way to uplift yourself. You just need the right message, the right breathing pattern, the right thought, the right seed planted, and bam, you've got it. So this person here, this King of Wands, throwing their weight around, how will you deal with it? You will have to stand your ground, and you will have to make some decisions, they say. And they're saying that you will do exactly that. But do not worry, because for some of you, this person is going to rush out of your life in some way. I'm seeing that very strongly. This person is traveling for a while. They're going away for a minute, something, but there will be some distance set between the two of you, because if your vibrations don't match, they cannot be there. So continue to uplift yourself. And if this person is you who's in this position, who's throwing their power and weight around and all that type of stuff, just breathe. That what you perceive to be real may not very well be. That you've got to trust somebody. You've got to trust yourself first. You can't be first all the time either with everything they're saying. And you don't have to feel like you need to be protected from everything. You have nothing to worry about. The very final card coming up again is in the position of mind. And this is talking about well-being and things like that. Mental well-being. The card coming up in this position is the Ten of Wands. When you have the Ten of Wands in this position, I'm picking up that some of you are carrying so many concepts in mind that you got to take a look at 1, 2, or 3 and see how you can integrate those creations together. Your creative endeavors and your ideas are just off the hook. You're really carrying such positive energy. And some of you are wielding your power very well. Some of you are able to handle all of the pressure of feeling the need to succeed right now. At the middle of the year, you know, all the way from the beginning of the year, they were saying that you really felt the push in this universal number 8 year is what we're in. This is a universal number 8 year for everyone. So you felt the push to be successful. You've put so much time also into your spiritual endeavors also. Balance has been the key for you. If you're one of those people who are feeling overwhelmed mentally, then put something down. You can't do all of it at once anyway, they say. All of it isn't supposed to be done at once. You really have to have a game plan. Sure, you can do it without a game plan. But some of you are looking to get married. When I was pulling this card out, marriage came up very strongly. But you're trying to do it all by yourself. You have a partnership for a reason. Allow other people to help you. You don't have to do it all by yourself. You do not have to do it alone. You're not by yourself, and you don't have to do it by yourself. I don't care if you're single. Somebody can assist you. They're saying outsource some of that stuff if you want to live a life of purpose. When a person is very powerful, one thing that helps them to be powerful is that they enlist people to do what they are not able to do by themselves, because there's just so many hours in the day. There's only but so many. So what do? Well, you empower other people and let them help. Some of you have been getting beat up verbally by some people around you, and you are trying to take cover. You're seeking cover away from the BS. I hear you are looking to really get a whole new residence, that you're wanting to build again and to get away. And some of you have heard such shocking news. I hear something very strongly coming up too about some secret that someone has been carrying that you found out that shocked the heck out of you. And now you're really deliberately trying to figure out how you can scramble and get yourself together to deal with your life and to go back to work, but you don't feel like it. Depression, they're saying some secret that has come up that you have discovered is just taking you over the edge. For some of you, this is something having to do with your children, something having to do with your partner. So it could be something with children or child, something having to do with a male figure, or something like that. I'm hearing very strongly. As for a woman, I do see an older woman who has come and shared some news in a very blunt, straightforward way. She didn't hold back on any of the details. She spilled all of the beans, and some of it seems to have landed on the floor, and you're left picking up the pieces of what you have found out and discovered. I feel pain also in mind. And they're telling me to tell you that you will get through. This card is in the upright position, so the obstruction is and could be how you're looking at this situation. It could be telling you that this is a good thing for you to be able to move away from certain things that you didn't need to be around anyway. Politely, they're saying, politely step away if you need to. And don't even look back. It's done. They're saying if you needed proof, it seems like you got the proof that you needed. What else are you looking for, they're saying. And they don't mean that in a harsh way. But the proof and the truth is there. What more understanding of it do you need? You're saying understanding is really not necessary. Nobody really has to understand, and maybe will not ever really understand why people do what they do. But it was for you to know because you wanted to know. So you can make enlightened, empowered decisions for yourself. The angels say that you said there's no way that you will be able to live or deal after this. They're saying that you will. You will. And everything will be alright. Yes, people can be really stupid sometimes. All of that you're carrying, all that you're carrying right now that is weighing you down, they're saying to let go of some of that stuff. To release resistance to what you want and stop hiding. 2, this is the other message. They're saying that some of you are just completely trying to hide. That you can't hide from what you want. You'll always be reminded of it if you don't step into that door, if you don't go through that portal. If you don't walk that path and take that journey, it's yours. Yours is yours. Joy. Joy is the words that come up. That's what you need right now to feel joy. In order for that to happen, you got to lean towards that vibration. Step by step, you'll get there. For some of you, this message is saying that you're feeling an overwhelming sense of joy about all the work and all the things that you're doing. You're just juggling it all around and you're having fun with the process. Like you're bouncing around like a dolphin in the water. That's what I'm seeing. And you're shining. The ones who are not, you'll get there. Beyond that, that is what I'm getting in your overall reading of 5 cards. There's a gemstone coming up that kept coming up the whole time I've been doing the reading and even before, and it's iolite. And iolite is a blue stone, or at least the one I have is, and it has some gray and some white, mostly gray and blue type of stone. Look that up. For someone, that there's a message for in that for them. in the gemstone iolite. Beyond that, I really appreciate you all listening, and let me say this has been a very detailed reading, and there's I felt a very powerful week ahead also when I first started this reading too. So there's two cards that give a resolution. There's one that gives a resolution and one gives an answer. So the King of Rods card position in the fourth position gives a resolution, which is an answer to something. So you may want to listen to that for some clarity if that's a card you chose. And then the Angel card is giving an answer, I guess, to several things, concerns and questions that people that are listening to this may have this week. All right. All 6 cards have been read. Thank you for listening. Please follow me on Google+, Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. I'm even on LinkedIn also. Follow me all over the internet and connect with me. And I look forward to your comments. I always look forward to your comments, and I've been doing a good job of keeping up with them. In fact, I have to reply to some comments today. If I don't get right to your comment, I'm getting around to it, I promise. But thank you so much for all your positive, encouraging words. Some of you have left personal messages where you want to get a reading and things like that. Please do contact me and go to my website at naturallyhighlife.com to work closer with me. And if you're interested in signing up for my group coaching course, where you're going to be like VIP, then please leave me a message in the comments and let me know that you're one of the people who are interested in more information, or you're interested in doing that. And I'm going to let you know how you can get the information for that. That is the reading. That is all of my announcements right now. Oh yeah, and yeah, Mercury retrograde's over on the 11th too, which is huge. And we also have just so many things coming up this week. So do have a great week, and thank you all for listening. Thank you all for subscribing, sharing, and liking, and leaving your feedback. Let me know how you like the videos with music or you like them without music. I'm sure you can hear my new music in the background, which is the birds. The birds outside the window, they sing all the time. So I'm kind of liking the birds in the background, but you know I love music. So I like the meditation music sound in the background. And someone did mention something about meditation, so I do have a surprise coming up pretty soon. Beyond that, I'm going to need some of you all to go to my website and sign up for my newsletter. I leave messages that I write, and they're very personal and dear to my heart, and they're specifically for you, and different insights come up. So if you're looking for some more insights in between these card readings, please sign up for my newsletter. I don't think you'll regret it. If you do, then I understand, but you'll get a lot of good information. You know, this is good stuff. If you like my readings, then you'll like my newsletter too. So go there and sign up at naturallyhighlife.com. And I'm going to go now because I'm a bit chatty today, so I can go and have some fruit or something. So thank you for listening, and I'm going to talk to you all soon. And I send all of you big, huge hugs, and know that everything's going to get better if they're not feeling that they are now, and know that anything's possible for you. I want you to feel uplifted when you listen to these readings, and I want you to know that the universe is there for you in all different ways. You know, with all these different readers online, you have to know that you're supported in some way. But we send you many blessings, love, and light from me, my guides, and angels. Peace and love.